sports. Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. The give from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David, you're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's ball. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quarterback adapting. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Going for it all. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. They're lining up to boot it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Line gets set, first down. On the ground, it's Hunter. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Wow, what a big play by that defender. And how about the hit stick tackle? Woo! That ball carrier is going to remember that.
He's going to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Vincent. He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the first down.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on fourth down. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. That's reeled in. It's Vincent. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Gets it out quickly. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, 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 the dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That's caught. It's Hunter. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid of it quickly, dumped it off, and he let his guy go make a big play for him.
Goes to the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Georgia comes quickly to the line. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining, I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Got his man quickly.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in the rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
3rd and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Finds his man. It's ball. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close.
That's the end of the first quarter. Texas A&M 7, Georgia 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. To the ground with the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? On fourth down, looking for the completion. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run.
Got enough space, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Ready to try the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Quickly to the tight end. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He's back to throw on second down. Got his man. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Looking to throw on second down. Dances away to buy time. He's going to fire to the left. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead.
That makes the score. Texas A&M 14, Georgia 7.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Kick it off.
Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Gets it out fast. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Makes a connection. Racing to the right. Tap. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. The AT unit on the field. Right down the boulevard. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Slips through the line. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's gonna score. Touchdown, Dogs!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Intercepted. They didn't give him much on the return, but they are in prime scoring position at the 22.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Finds a spot in the middle. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a group.
Grabbed on the outside, it's long. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to pass on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's ball. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
One more snap coming before halftime. Defense dropping into soft coverage. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quarterback desperately trying to get it off, and he cannot, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. And do you think there will be second guessing about passing on a field goal try? First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
First and 10.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Takes the handoff. It's Hunter. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Well, this offense did a lot of good things there in the first half. Wouldn't surprise me if they punt this one away after that incompletion on third down. They do have the lead. I think you've got to put some trust in your defense here to not give up any points and get you the ball back.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now second and goal, and right He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds a man on the left. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Hunter. Nice move to keep running. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down. And the Dogs are flying down the field. On the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. He's loose down the middle. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Army is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Blanchard and Davis and Dawkins among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Houston. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll throw it on 1st down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Feeling some heat. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Texas A&M going quickly. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
He'll try the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
On fourth down, going to the air. Complete out of the backfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Takes it from the gun on third down. He's got his man. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Got it in the middle. It's Hunter. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Georgia heads to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal.
42 spot.
He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. And that ball is picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight, it's close, tied here in the fourth quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have.
Gonna run it. It's Hunter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He's got it on the run. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Snaps it in the shotgun. He's got it. Touchdown, Georgia. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarter.
Oh, he wants it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Crosses the 30. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Now on 1st down for this offense. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch. It's Hunter. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after that completion. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Aggies. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And come on now, O-line. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got his man. At the 35, he's loose. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30+.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Touch pass on the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Georgia going up tempo. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Dogs are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it. It's Hunter. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Now on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He gets it oh so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. And after taking the lead, guys, we still have a big finish coming. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tulane is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Green Wave offense has been a buzzsaw. They're up by 20 over Indiana. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves him in 2nd and manageable. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's ball. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the tight end. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll run it. He stopped again. They went right back to him, and he still found no running room at all. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall, now 3rd and 10. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
This offense is aggressive on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. Quarterback will audible. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Georgia.
Georgia sends out the punt
Number
team.
15 in punt formation to kick it away.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires to the middle. He's got it. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who